Well, welcome everyone to our latest edition of the Spartan Happenings podcast. I have the privilege today to be here with some of our counselors and representatives from Gear Up. And I want to introduce them and give them an opportunity to talk about their roles. And our topic for today's podcast is about scholarships and some of the awesome opportunities for free money that are out there for schools, or for students to apply to colleges and pay for college. So if you could each introduce yourselves and kind of your roles in the scholarship process.
Sounds good. My name is Mr. Ignacio Aguilera. I'm one of the counselors here at Gonzales High. And again, promoting the scholarship, I guess that's one of our biggest roles, trying to make sure our seniors apply to the different scholarships and opportunities out there.
My name is Maribel Morataya. I'm one of the counselors here, and my role as for the local scholarships and other scholarships is just getting in contact with donors and releasing the scholarship to students and families so that they're able to apply, and just continuing that process with the donors, and even doing the awards night for seniors. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ms. Jocelyn Ramirez. I am the college facilitator with Gear Up, and the purpose of Gear Up being here at Gonzales High School is just to support our seniors, right? Navigating the process and applying to college. With that being said, supporting them also with scholarships.
Awesome. Maribel, can you tell us a little bit more about the local scholarship process? Like what kinds of scholarships are available? Mm-hmm. What kinds of things you have to do to get into those scholarships or have an opportunity to get that money?
Yes. So for this year, our local scholarship will be released on February 1st, and it will be released to our seniors during their English class. So our counselors and the support programs, we will be going into the classroom in the English classes and really giving the scholarship to all of our seniors and explaining to them how to apply, the step-by-steps. If there's an application that needs another a side of an application, extra application, because it's with one application, you can apply up to 20 applications that are local, which it's local donors here in Gonzales. And it's pretty simple application. And counselors will be supporting students with a series of workshops, helping them navigate the application so it's simple for them and efficient, or it's time efficient. And they're able to also get that support from their English teachers or other teachers for their essays so that they have more people reviewing them. And the scholarship will be due on April 9th at 3:30 into the counseling office. So they'll be turned into either myself or one of the other counselors so that we are able to release those scholarships to the donors. So we do the back end work of actually taking all of the students' application and giving it to or making it available to the donors through an online platform, which is Google Drive. So it's easy for them to review the application and let us know who the recipient is. So we're trying to make it as efficient and easy for students because we know that applications can be detrimental, and we want to make it as efficient for them so that they are not scared off when applying, so that they're able to receive that free money for colleges.
So, Ms. Maribel, when you're talking about local scholarships, you mean either community members or local businesses or organizations that are very close to us in the community that are putting money out. But Mr. Aguilera, you mentioned there's other scholarships available as well that are the non-local scholarships from some bigger organizations, could be national organizations or state organizations. Definitely. So can you tell us a little bit more about that process?
Yes, like I said, our students, there's tons of scholarships out there, and we obviously been pushing those scholarships out to our students in several different ways. Like, for example, one of the biggest scholarship, and I believe has been shared already, is the Central Coast Section Scholarship, the CCS, which is, for those outstanding athletes, so that's an opportunity for our athletes. Then we also have the Community Foundation for Monterey County, which also matches our students with over 70 scholarships that they can benefit from, and that matching them based on their responses on the application. So again, those are some of the examples of different scholarships available. As far as notifying the students have been receiving this information through their Google Classroom, Aries Communication. I know that the counseling team has a binder in the counseling office. Students can come in and look at that binder as well. So we try to make it available on paper. We're going to set up a wall. The wall is there and it already has a bunch of scholarships, but we continue updating scholarship information on that wall inside our office area. Again, those are some of the different ways that we are pushing those scholarships out there for students to get informed. We are also using our GHS counseling department website where they can also see the different scholarships available for students. And again, we welcome our parents to also go in there and see what we have available for students.
Awesome. Yeah. And then Miss Jasmine, I know Gear Up's got a similar but different angle to supporting all of these efforts. So can you tell us a little bit more about what Gear Up's angle is and how they support the scholarship process and financial aid and getting kids equipped to go off to college and get it paid for and supported?
Yes. So in addition to the counseling department support, our Gear Up office is available for students to walk in during brunch, lunch, after school, and we can be working with the students on the local scholarships. We also have another binder similar to the counseling department where students can browse to it, and then they can let us know I'm interested in this application, and we will sit with them and review the application, right, and indicate do they need letters of recommendations, do they need to submit a resume, what are the extra things that they need in order to successfully submit a qualifying application. So our Gear Up office is open, right? We use our Instagram, which is just GHS Gear Up, and we also post information on our Google Classroom. So the students receive these emails. They just need to walk into our office and we'll help them.
Awesome. So the last question I have is for any of the three of you. What do you think is the biggest misconception or misunderstanding about the scholarship process that students get surprised about? And maybe what is the simplest or easiest advice you have about making the scholarship process the most effective for students?
I would like to say that one of the biggest misconceptions that students throughout everywhere have is that, why am I applying to a scholarship when I'm not going to receive it? And my answer to that is apply. You don't know if you'll get it or not, and you have a higher opportunity of actually receiving that scholarship if you apply and you put your name out there with your essay and everything. And there are some scholarships that don't require essays. It's just a matter of looking for them. And obviously we're here to help, and the Gear Up is here to support as well. But yeah, it's just apply. And if you apply to 10, you might receive 2, you might receive all 10. It all just depends. But definitely for the local scholarships, you're only competing with the students here at Gonzales, so it's a smaller pool. If for the national one and the outside Monterey County ones, you are competing with other students. So it's just applying. And that scholarship money, you don't have to give it back. It's not a loan. So because loan money, you have to give it back with interest, some of them, and some are without interest. So it's just applying to receive that money for college or for trade schools.
Yeah, you covered everything pretty much. The important is to just make sure students do apply to them. A lot of times it's just the fact that, okay, I need to write an essay, but they have already written an essay for maybe something else. They can recycle it, and just look at the criteria. So,
repurpose it?
Yeah, repurpose it. And again, it's there, it's talking about themselves. But again, the opportunity is there. Just apply.
Yeah. Miss Maribel's advice about sometimes the scholarship pools for some scholarships are pretty small is spot on. That CCS scholarship that Ignacio just mentioned, Mr. Aguilar, is, I know, because I was just sitting in a meeting where this scholarship was getting discussed yesterday. It had a very small pool last year. Even though it's applied to everyone in the PCAL League, which is from Santa Cruz all the way down to King City, there were a lot of kids that didn't know about it or didn't apply. I know I've sat on scholarship review committees for other scholarships that are out there, and sometimes there's only 2 or 3 applicants, even though it applied to lots of different schools. And so those 2 or 3 students had really good chances to win. And actually, in the case of one year when we did it, all 3 of them got it because we loved all 3 applications so much, and we thought all of them were compelling reasons to get the scholarship. So I agree completely that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes.
And if you apply, you have a really great chance of getting some of these scholarships because not too many students apply. So.
Yes, and even with the point that you said, sometimes donors, if they really like your application and they were only going to give it to 2 students, but there's 3, they find the funds to give you that scholarship. So sometimes you even open up a door for another scholarship to be offered, even if just because of how strong your application is. So it's always important to review your application and just apply.
Yeah, and I would add on to that sometimes the scholarship says it's $1,000 scholarship, and someone's so moved by the application they go, you know what? We have more money, and the scholarship allows us to give more money when we see a compelling reason. I've been on committees where they've upped the amount, which is legal and okay, and because they just felt so moved by the application. So there's really great opportunities out there for students. It's just really just connecting with the resources, and this is the face of several of the resources on campus that would love to help you get free money. That is not a loan. You don't have to pay back. So that's the awesome thing about scholarships.